What do you think about that? The president under the 14th Amendment.
We are
Sure.
getting dangerously close to civil war now. Isn't everybody excited? I am. I'm
Holy
fucking
shit.
thrilled. We get to
What
cannibalize
about
globalists and fucking throw lead at their faces through our guns. It's gonna be fantastic.
no, it's not. Man, it's gonna be horrible. We need to publicly shame these assholes.
Yeah, publicly shame all these fucking commies and turn them into fucking
You know,
curtains.
your ideals are communist. Your thoughts are communist. Your political
Hey,
affiliations are
while
communist.
we're at it, why don't we add things to the list? Like let's say rap is communist. Let's say hip hop is communist because
Are
it's
you
playing into their
crazy?
narrative.
It is not communist at all. Rap is the biggest goddamn rebellion finger to the fucking public and people. Oh my god, you don't listen to NWA?
What are you
What's wrong
talking
with you?
about? Rap is just yo yo yo, fuck bitches that get AIDS and
Bullshit.
kill all my niggas.
Bullshit. Wrong, man. Rap is the shit, dude. You gotta go back to the 80s, man. Seriously, NWA, man, fuck the police. Set that shit on fire.
Listen, all kinds of other things like electro
You
swing, gang
sheltered child,
soundtracks.
you.
No, shut the fuck
God,
up. Shut the fuck up. Fuck you.
Look,
I
you
don't
gotta tell
like.
me. What do you got? What do you got to tell me? The '90s had good music. Maybe a
No.
couple of songs.
Maybe Smash Mouth and like Real Big
Oh
Fish.
my
That was
god, you
about
call
it.
Smash Mouth good? Oh Jesus!
So you got your preferences, I've got mine.
Hey now, you're a rock star. Get your game on. Go play.
You know, it'd be a terrible shame if these lefties like demonize it and rainbowfy that fuck. Get your game on, go gay. God help us all.
God no! Don't do that.
Yeah, for fuck's sake. Like don't ever do that. Like as for like genres of music, I'm into like there's multiple different ones. There's like bluegrass, game soundtracks. I got some like Japanese music, more
Have you
game
listened to the
soundtracks.
Cyberpunk 2077 soundtrack? That's an awesome
Electronic,
soundtrack.
yeah, I like that kind of stuff too. It's been a while, but I like that stuff too. Electronic, I got Japanese electronic. I just don't like the whole yo 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 with my hands all retarded. My mom is fat and the dog just farted. I'm not into that. This is I'm fucking serious. I meant
That
that.
is goddamn funny. That is fucking funny. That is fucking funny. Okay, well, what do you think about Oliver Anthony then? Oh, you haven't heard the song "Richmond North of Richmond"?
Oh, that one. Yeah, I've heard that one.
Well, what do you think about that? That's the most fucking politically themed, charged, goddamn American fucking anthem I've ever heard of for
He
the
was
Civil
he was
War.
absolutely correct because we've been sold
And he
out for
hasn't sold out,
generations.
and he hasn't sold out yet, and I'm really proud of him.
Yeah.
You know, he hasn't picked a side. He's against both parties,
Exactly. I hate them
pointing
both
the finger
too.
at both of them, pointing the finger at them, thinking that they're, that they are the problem.
They're all
And
the problem. It's like
and he's got such a following, dude.
we
And
need an
he's got a little bit
insurrection
of
very badly.
country.
And no, not
Oh,
an insurrection, an armed and violent and aggressive insurrection. Show them what the Second Amendment is all about. You want to
well,
see maniacal good
January
motherfucker?
6th.
Let's start
Well,
shooting bullets at the fucking roof and off a few people once we enter the Capitol building, and then it'd be like,
Well, it was
who's
real
next?
close,
You
man.
wanted an
You know?
insurrection.
They
This
didn't
is
bring
what one
guns
looks
in.
like.
I mean, they did an unarmed one that January 6th, but still, man, they think that was like, oh, that was the second Civil War. That was the
No,
whole issue.
no,
Well, like that was
no.
nothing.
A real violent insurrection? They do not want to see one because they will not survive. And I think they
Dude,
know
the
this.
Capitol would have burned.
The Capitol
You know what I'm
will
saying?
burn. It will. At this rate, it will have to. It's like if
That's
they dared to
ridiculous.
face any more fucking monuments that are part of our history, I say we systematically start executing these fuckers with extreme prejudice.
It's not that, man. Everybody wants to be PC and politically correct, and they want to make everybody happy and kumbaya. And the issue at hand is, they're changing military bases that reflect Civil War generals on the wrong side. Granted,
Fuck
okay?
kumbaya. I like my bullets.
I'm just telling you, man. This is what everybody wants. Everybody, they're tearing down, Confederate monuments because it's Confederacy. They don't understand that the Confederate flag is not about racism. It's about a unity of a country that was separated and divided by political differences and ideas.
Yeah.
The Civil War wasn't fought over slavery like everybody claims it to be in
All the
history.
ignorant
It was
people.
it was freaking fought over a division of ideas and how we should run and make everything fair.
Yeah.
Because the North was manufacturing what the South was producing. That's the issue, You couldn't have clothes without the cotton from the South. You couldn't have cigarettes without the tobacco from the South. And the thing was, is that keep up with the production and the demands that people needed in the North for the production that they were doing, they needed to have slavery to help mitigate all that. I didn't say this. I'm not saying slavery is right. What I'm saying is that that's what they were using it for. Not every slave owner was a bad person. There was no regulation on that stuff. I'm not saying I'm not saying that slavery was a good idea. Slavery was a necessity that was just evil. And society's been doing it, a long time. The problem is that we did not enslave the people. That's the big misunderstanding in history, and that's where people are waking up to the idea that, oh yeah, white people weren't the guys that enslaved us. It was our own people that enslaved us and then
Yeah.
sold us the boats into the Dutch and the Portuguese, and
Mm-hmm.
they got shipped over here, and then they were just a commodity.
People forgot that.
Granted, we could be as a people could have been beggar and said, "Hey, you know what? We're not going to buy it." We looked at the opportunity to help grow our industry and keep up with the production and the demands of the North. It's the same thing as like what the British did with the Irish, and then how in the world is history did people start associating Republicans with slavery? So somewhere down the road, the Democrats have twisted that shit and to look themselves all nice and Snow White, somehow whitewashed. I'm sorry to say whitewash, but they have whitewashed, their history on. Oh, we used to be KKK members, proud and strong. We used to be pro-socialist movement. We used to be slave owners. We used to promote slavery, and dude, there's a history of this shit. They're not teaching it in school, so apparently people are not learning it and understanding it. If we can educate, if we can educate people to make the better informed decisions, this is the argument. I believe everybody who has a better education and knows their history, more or less likely to, be doomed to repeat it, and then hopefully they'll make a better informed decision that, look, hey, the Republicans didn't start slavery.
The
They didn't promote
Democrats did.
slavery. They promoted the biggest racism on the planet.
Yeah, and they're doing it
You
now.
know,
History is fucking repeating itself.
but the thing
They did
is
it. They
that
did it
they are
once with blacks, but they
they,
figured, oh,
but
we gotta make our rounds
they
to
mas-
whitey.
but they're masters of subterfuge and diversion and flipping it. People are angry. People are upset, and that's what really is going to come down to the wire. Like, what's
Oh,
going to
how
happen
pissed
next
off do
year?
you think I am after having seen it for like the past
Well, how
20
pissed
plus
off are
years?
you now? Hold on. How pissed off are you now that your political candidate probably won't be able to run for presidency next year?
Way worse.
If I'm gonna be a pro-Trumper. I'm not afraid to say that stuff. Look. I don't necessarily have to like the person. I like his policies. I like where he's like got America first. I like that I had a job under him. I
Yeah.
like that I was prospering under him. I like that the economy was flourishing under him. I
Yeah.
like that employment was flourishing under him. And unemployment was diminishing. Dude, we were actually going in the right goddamn direction, and all of a sudden,
And then they
somehow,
illegally installed this pedo,
dumbass.
this fucking pedo panda from China, fucking Biden. All he's missing is 200 pounds. The fucking disgrace, this fucking degenerate. And then they installed that fucker, and now here we are.
Now, like,
We have
oh,
lost.
Bidenomics
We have lost.
Hey, Bidenomics is working if you're trying to destroy America. That's all that's saying. Bidenomics is working if you're trying to destroy America.
If you're trying to
Bidenomics is
destroy
working.
America, that's what they're doing. It's like we lost.
Holy Jesus.
We went in the negative by like what feels like 12 to 14 years. The minute that asshole was installed, we lost all of that progress. Fuck, we probably aren't even gonna get our damn tax return, for fuck's sake.